Welcome to Square One Games. My name is Exonovit, and this is my road to completion guide for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Do not follow this guide until you fully understand all the information in episode 0. The link is in my pinned comment. Before we start our first playthrough, head over to the store and download the free Mercenaries DLC. We're going to use this DLC to get a weapon later in the guide. This will count for one of the 29 weapons we need to pop the Gun Fanatic trophy. This game has several dark areas, so make sure to adjust your brightness. Adjust the following options. For controls, turn parry with R2 on. Repeated button input type should be set to hold so we can easily complete QuickTime events. Aim assist type is up to you, but I suggest snap and follow to help with headshots. Turn the max speed for aim assist all the way up. Auto reload should be turned off to prevent random reloads during combat. Adaptive triggers is personal preference, but I like to turn mine off. Set camera acceleration when aiming to 50%. Set field of view to max, camera wobble off, and motion blur is up to you, but I prefer it off. I like ray tracing on and brightness turned up to about 75%. Damage display and HUD opacity are up to you. I prefer the damage display to be off and the HUD opacity set to high. I also suggest turning off lens distortion and depth of field. I'm only turning off the background music to avoid copyright. Select Main Story, New Game, and Assisted Difficulty. Hold the triangle button to skip all the cutscenes to speed up our trophy hunt.
September 3rd.
Tap circle to crouch under the fence up ahead.
How far could he have gone? Ugh.
Go into the house and trigger the cutscene. This will give us access to the SG-09R, which is our standard handgun.
Anyone home?
Press the Options button to pull up the in-game menu. Select Challenges, scroll over to Story, and find the last 3 challenges. Frugalist, Minimalist, and Silent Stranger should be 0 unless I say otherwise. You can see our current count on the right. This means we can only use handguns and knives to complete this playthrough. We also can't heal or talk to the merchant. Loot the body for the Hunter's Lodge key and use it to open the door in the hallway. The best way to get around this enemy is to stand behind the wall and wait for him to lunge twice. Sometimes it's better to run past enemies to conserve resources.
No fucking way.
Walk slowly in the hallway to avoid the enemy with the hatchet. Grab the green herb from the cabinet. Our goal is to collect healing items, but do not use them until I tell you to. This will set us up for a trophy later in the guide. Most of the breakable objects have random drops, but it's very important that we only break the ones with static drops. This will keep our inventory clean of unwanted items. The only exception is when you need resources. This game has a high probability of dropping handgun ammo, healing items, and knives, especially if you have none of these items in your inventory. If you see me break an object and it doesn't have a timestamp or I don't provide commentary, understand that I'm only stocking up on handgun ammo, healing items, or knives. You'll need to keep a check on these resources and make sure that you do the same. It's okay if you accidentally pick up random items along the way. These items can always be discarded to free up inventory space. Aim with L2, shoot with R2, and press the square button to reload. Autosaves make it easy to continue during the game over screen. Typewriters are used for manual saves. Avoid the typewriter for now and grab the handgun ammo in the next area. On assisted difficulty, we can regenerate a portion of our health outside of combat. This occurs anytime our health dips past the critical point. Keep watching the green curved bar in the lower right corner. It'll turn red when we hit the critical point.
¡Te vamos a romper en pedazos! ¡Coño!
Now that combat is over, the game will give us a portion of our health back. Notice how it turns from red to green. Let's take a death on purpose so I can explain the proper way to load saves. The game over screen gives us 3 options. Continue automatically loads the last autosave. Load game lets us pick between the autosave and manual saves. Quick game takes us back to the main menu. For the sake of this tutorial, press continue to load the autosave. Collectibles and resources must be picked up again when you load saves. I'll explain one exception to this rule later in the guide. Notice how the handgun ammo is back in the drawer, even though we clearly picked it up before we died. It's very important that you repeat all the steps in the guide each time you load a save. Otherwise, your memory will fool you into thinking that you've completed certain steps that you haven't. Aim assist kicks in when our reticle is close to a target. We can focus on the head, arms, legs, or body. Waiting for the reticle to close increases accuracy, ups the chances for critical hits, and staggers. Enemies that transform become aggressive and tank more damage. We can use our knife to kill them instantly, but it'll drastically reduce our blade's durability. It's better to take them out with gunfire since we need our knives to pop a trophy later in the guide. Anytime we see a prompt show up around an enemy's head, we can move in for a kick or a suplex. Kicks are great for crowd control, so use that attack as much as possible. Loot appears in several colors. Gold is money, white is items, green is health, and red is ammo or weapons. We can skip money, items, and health, but always pick up handgun ammo. Remember, if you accidentally pick up additional resources, you can always discard them later in the guide. Hold L1 plus R2 to make quick jabs with the knife. Hold R2 for sweeping attacks. Some traps can be disarmed with the knife. Grab the items from the shed. The flash grenade counts toward the Gun Fanatic trophy. Press the triangle button to open our inventory. Press square to move items and L1 or R1 to rotate. Hover over the flash grenade, press X, and select discard to free up space. Send the first aid spray to storage and press L3 to auto sort. Run around the perimeter of the village square and let the enemies chase us. We can interact with the lady on the left side of the map to start the chase if no one spots us right away. Make 2 laps around the area to trigger phase 2. We can jump over the fence with the X button.
eso!
¡Es tu final!
¡Ahí va eso! ¡Ahí está!
Don't skip this cutscene, run into the building and watch the next cutscene as well.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's my lucky day.
Go upstairs, dive out of the window, and wait for the enemies to follow. As soon as they start diving through the window, jump down and run around the perimeter again. This will play out exactly like it did before, except we have to climb one of the ladders on the opposite side of the map. Enemies with weapons are dangerous, but there's ways to minimize hits. Number 1, crouch when they swing. Number 2, stun them with a quick headshot. Number 3, focus on their empty hand. It doesn't matter which hand is holding the weapon, always run past them on the opposite side. Always pick the first ladder, but if it's crowded with enemies, climb the second one. The sequence ends when the church bell rings.
¡Te voy a hacer picadillo!
Huh?
Grab the green herb up ahead and the one in the tower. The floor in the tower will eventually collapse, so be quick. Get the red herb from the cart and the green herb on the stump. Follow me back inside the building and get the following items: first aid spray, handgun ammo, W870 shotgun, and the hand grenade. The shotgun and hand grenade count toward the gun fanatic trophy.
Oh, nice.
Discard the hand grenade and send the shotgun to storage. Jump out of the window and get the velvet blue. We have to collect all the treasures in the village to pop a trophy later in the guide, and this is our first one. Check the shed and cabin for handgun ammo and another treasure. Find the typewriter in the next area and make a manual save in slot 1.
There it is.
Sneak around the corner, stealth kill the enemy, and knife the medallion. We have to complete all the merchant requests to get the platinum. Destroying the medallion starts this process. It's true that we can't talk to the merchant during this playthrough. However, it's still possible to turn in all the requests without voiding the platinum. I'll explain this process in more detail near the end of chapter 4. Stealth kill the enemy in front of the well and shoot the treasure. Just make sure it falls to the right of the well so it doesn't get dirty. After that, destroy 3 medallions and grab the green herb. Follow me to pick up a yellow herb, then head outside for another treasure in the last medallion. Destroy the lock on the door and grab the following items before climbing the ladder: ruby, kitchen knife, and wooden cog. The best time to climb the ladder is after the lady jumps from the loft. Sometimes she doesn't though, so be prepared to climb when the enemy breaks the door.
God damn.
Place the wooden cog in the contraption and flip the switch to open the gate. Enemies are chasing us, so move quickly across the bridge, push the cart, and follow me to the next collectible.
¡Ahí va eso!
Watch my movements closely to deal with the enemies.
¡Puedes agarradlo! ¡Seguidle! Voy a disfrutar de esto. ¡Puede ser! ¡Cuidado! ¡Puedo caminar!
This type of collectible doesn't have to be picked up again if you load a save, so keep that in mind. Follow me to the end of the chapter.
¡Ahí va eso! ¡Agarradlo!
What's that noise?
Our plan is to clean up inventory and check challenges near the end of each chapter. The first thing you want to do is send first aid sprays and weapons to storage, except for handguns and knives. The second thing is to craft herbs into green, red, and yellow mixtures if possible, or at least combine green and red or green and yellow. Now let's discard random pickups like gunpowder, hand grenades, flash grenades, resources, and any ammo that's not designated for our handgun. And the last thing is to auto sort our inventory with L3. Make sure you've destroyed all 5 medallions on the farm. And check the following challenges. Under main story, Frugalist, Minimalist, and Silent Stranger should be 0. Under feats, Gun Fanatic should be 6 of 29. Jack of all trades, 0 of 19. Revolution Windup, 1 of 16. Bandit, 5 of 39. Burglar and Raider should both be 0. The only exception is the Gun Fanatic challenge, since it's possible to accidentally pick up weapons like heavy grenades from breakable objects. I will always tell you what the minimum count should be, and as long as you have that number, you're good to go. Save in slot 2.
Shit, they took my gear.
Grab the green herb and kitchen knife on the way to the next collectible.
Condor 1 to roost. I've located...
Stealth kill the enemy for another kitchen knife. Kill the enemy in the next room for another green herb.
Un forastero. Te voy a hacer picadillo. Ve a donde quieras.
Kill the rat, get the handgun ammo and the sapphire. Disarm the trap, kill the rat, then kill the enemy in the hallway. Backtrack and kill the rat to complete another merchant request. Turn the switch in the next room, then quickly backtrack through the door before it shuts. Grab our gear and move into the next area.
I'll be taking these back. Who's that?
Remember, do not speak with the merchant unless I say otherwise. If you accidentally speak to him, load a previous save to correct the issue.
Let's do some business.
Use save slot 20 to make manual saves within chapters. This slot serves as a backup save just in case our autosave becomes corrupt. Run through the abandoned factory and grab the following items: yellow herb, first aid spray, small key, hexagonal emblem, and ruby. I'm going to showcase two strategies. The first one is quicker but puts you more at risk for taking damage. The second one is much safer but just takes more time. You'll need to choose the one that works best for you. If you take too much damage, load the previous save and try again.
¡Imbécil! ¡Cuidado!
¡Puedes correr! ¡Agarra! Puede ser.
¡Ahí está! ¡Quieta!
¡Preparad la trampa!
¿Pero qué coño?
¡Puede con nosotros!
¿Cómo es posible?
Sorry, must have slipped.
¿Qué coño? ¡Vete, imbécil!
Give me a break already. Out of the way.
¡Ahí va eso! Te voy a hacer picadillo. ¡Ahí está! ¡Capadlo! ¡Ahí va eso!
¡Forastero!
¡Puedo caminar! ¡Agarradlo! ¡Voy a ¡Coño! ¡Puede con nosotros! ¡Seguidle! ¡Mi cuerpo!
¡Ahí va eso!
¡Puedo caminar! ¡Puede con nosotros! ¿Dónde estás? ¡No puede ser! ¿Cómo es posible?
They keep coming.
Backtrack past the merchant area and use the small key to get the treasure. After that, overwrite our save in slot 20.
Took care of her request, did ya? Ha! I can tell by the... So that's a request done and dusted, eh? Good stuff, mate.
Use the Hexagonal Emblem to open the door. Kill the enemies, grab the handgun ammo and the treasure.
¡Un forastero!
¡Cazadlo! ¡Mi cuerpo!
¡Puede ser!
¡Ahí está!
Go upstairs and shoot the treasure hanging from the tree. After that, shoot the stick on the well to prevent the pearl pendant from getting dirty. Shoot everything before moving into the open area so we don't trigger the fight with the chainsaw enemy. There's a green herb and another collectible in the shack. Get the pearl pendant, then hug the left wall to stay safe from the chainsaw enemy. Make sure to crouch to avoid the trap. Watch out for bear traps. Go inside the mansion and get the following items: ruby, small key, and crystal marble.
Not too shabby. Someone had shown up their neighbors.
Use the table to stay safe from the enemy. After that, go upstairs and get the red herb. Manipulate the crystal marbles so the small side of the logo is facing us. Adjust your inventory, make sure you completed both merchant requests, and check challenges. Frugalist, Minimalist, and Silent Stranger should be 0. Gun Fanatic should be at least 6 of 29. Jack of all trades, 0. Revolution Windup, 2. Bandit, 12 of 39. Burglar and Raider should both be 0. Get the handgun ammo and the Insignia key. Set up a save in slot 3. Remember, the only way that I can keep making guides is with your financial support. Click the links at the end of the video or in my pinned comment if you'd like to help. For those of you supporting me already, I greatly appreciate it. My name is Exonovit, and I'll see you in the next one. Be good.